Welcome back to D and Lala's podcast. What were you saying? Welcome back to D and Lala's podcast. So today we actually have a special guest. He goes by Young Kalubi in Instagram and all his social media platforms, and we're really excited to have him and for you guys to enjoy him as well and get to know him.
So welcoming, how do you say? What is your name?
Young Kalubi.
Young Kalubi. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We active.
I do want to ask because Young Kalubi, that's different. Never heard of it. How did you come up with that name? Like, what is that? Where did that name come from?
So honestly, it wasn't even myself. I want to say one of my boys started calling me Kalubi around the time Nicky Jam was popping again.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of
It
stuck.
stuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Kalubi, where does that come from?
So this is how it happened. We thought it was made up. I guess it's like Hindu.
Oh.
They have Kalubi. It's like a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does it mean something specific?
Honestly, you beat me on that one.
You said it's a thing, so I'm like, I don't know.
So funny thing is that same dude, he called me Kalubi because my name is Kaleb. My real name is Kaleb.
Okay.
But we called him Cito, so I used to call him Citobi. So he did the same thing with my name.
Okay.
He just put the U in there. I don't know how, but that's how it happened.
Okay, cool.
So complete, like, I just stumbled in it, and that name has made me some money in this lifetime.
Okay,
we like that.
Okay, so you say that name has made you some money. So what is it that you do? If you want to just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from, what are you into, what are you doing for yourself right now?
I know obviously your followers definitely hear the accent. I'm definitely from the island. I was born and raised in PR. I was also in the Bronx, really heavy.
Okay, we love our New York.
Shout out everybody.
That's a fact. I spent some time in North Carolina as well. I actually went to high school. I used to play basketball.
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Young Kalubi starts by my name. Really, my name is Kaleb. My real name is Kaleb. Basketball was my thing in the very beginning. After a while, things happened along the way. I couldn't really pursue it at a higher level, but I can say I played, Division I basketball and all that good stuff.
Okay.
So, I mean, it didn't pan out at the end, but that's what turned me into music, basically, and that's what I do right now.
How did you, stumble upon the music? Like, what made you just,
When you say music, what does that fall under? Is that writing? Is that producing? Is it what is it?
So it's a little bit of everything. I definitely write music currently for other people, other artists that in the Spanish community people may know. I started as an artist. I got signed and everything. It just I never really things happen and I never really
Life.
never
in
took
Spanish,
it as serious as...
Well, in Spanish it's called me pusieron en la gaveta. So I was engavetado for a little bit.
Wait, it's called what?
Me pusieron en la gaveta, engavetado.
Oh, okay, me pusieron en la gaveta.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it made me definitely be like rubbing shoulders and elbows and stuff with like people that are popping right now. So it's all a good experience, and I got that in my background. When I do decide to do a little comeback or something.
Okay.
So do you say right now? Are you still?
That's definitely pause.
No, that shit happened to me too. I'm like, I don't know.
Good. That was going good too.
No, it's still good. It's still good.
Okay, so what would you say? What are you doing right now at this moment? Are you writing? Are you rapping? What is it that you're doing at this time?
All right, so I'm doing both. But technically, just writing. I can't really put out music as solo. Long story. But for whoever's watching, don't sign crazy contracts or nothing. Don't
sign crazy contracts. What you say that? Why? Because when you sign something, were you just in the hype of it and you signed without reading the fine print and something happened? Is that why you say that?
Absolutely. You should definitely always, if it's anything contractual, you should always have a lawyer present for sure. Obviously, there's going to be things, it's going to be a language you don't really understand. I call it like slang. right?
Yeah.
Like if you're not from New York, you're not going
Understand.
understand certain things.
Yeah.
Like,
So you would say you've been kind of limited to what you can do, and that's what caused
honestly, I mean, I'm not
Or you
using
had
it
a
as an
vaccine.
excuse, right? You know, I have kids that are young, so also like kind of slow me down from the whole being up next lifestyle, because
That's
nobody
what happens.
talks about that part. I was definitely hyped up, like people loved me and the whole thing, like they wanted me to come out. It's just it was a terrible timing type situation.
Yeah, and that happens like that, but then you get your time later too.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, and I'm blessed that, you know, I made the right impressions so that I move a certain way.
Yeah,
Made
credibility.
relationships. I networked the heck out of it. I don't have no bad blood with it. Didn't really with the people who did sign me or nothing. Like we actually have conversation. It's just a bad timing type of thing. I made a lot of connects off of him, so like I'm completely grateful type of situation.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. I love that.
Okay, so that's very interesting. So I know the ladies are lining up. So we have to ask you the question. I know the ladies want to know.
They want to know.
Are you single?
I'm definitely single right now.
Is
Single,
your
Kaleb?
DMs open?
I'm definitely single right now.
All right. So that gets us into kind of like a topic of like dating in this generation. What would you like consider? First of all, what would take you to date someone? What is dating to you? Actually, let's get to that. What is dating? Are you dating to marry? Dating to, or what?
I honestly feel like women sometimes kind of dictate that. That's my opinion.
Wait, elaborate.
Okay, yeah.
Dictate
Yeah,
what?
we need some
Elaborate. What does that mean, women dictate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dictate what? Like how men perceive dating?
Well, at least myself, if it's a certain type of vibe, I'm definitely gonna notice. For instance, if you're pushing for it too much, that's sort of like a red flag for me initially.
But pushing
But wait,
for
yeah,
what?
I was gonna say, what do you mean
for?
pushing? Pushing like what?
What is the girl pushing for?
Like if she's like, oh my god,
yeah,
I wanna
we're
be with
relationship
you.
tomorrow.
Oh my
Like,
god, I want to
we had
marry
a good time
you.
today. We had a good time right now.
That's it. You're the one.
You're the one. That is
one.
crazy work to me.
Oh, okay.
It is crazy work.
Okay.
But since we're on that, for some reason in this generation, they feel like that. Even with the women. Oh my gosh, you're the one I want to marry. You're the love of my life. You're the wife. And it's like, how do you even know that?
I mean,
you haven't even took time.
Exactly. So that's a red flag for me. And initially it sucks to hear, but initially I'm not really gonna give you too many chances to prove me wrong. So if
the
it's
red flags are
right,
there, the red
I'm
flags are
probably
there.
going. Let's keep it P and just push this
Just
away.
keep it P.
Okay. So what is something that you look for when dating in general? It can be from dating to marry, dating for this, dating for that. What do you look for in a girl?
Qualities,
to keep you
traits,
entertained,
characteristics,
interested. What keeps you interested? Or men in general. We're getting a male perspective.
Yes.
Don't worry, ladies.
We're about to go.
Out.
So that's a broad question, obviously, because there's different personalities. There's different people that value different things.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me, sort of maintaining what it's given in the beginning. If you do that, like, I know you're real, just off of the sense that you didn't fake it to make it type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm traditional but simple in a lot of things. Crazy things like what social media is gonna let you to believe.
What is like let me put like a number. Your top 3 qualities, traits, whatever. Even if it's like she gotta have a fat ass or she gotta come like.
She's definitely gotta have a fat ass.
Yeah. Oh, you see? I already knew. But that's what I'm saying. Like, what are like the top 3 things? Top 3 things that you would look for in a woman.
Wait, is this physical too?
Whatever you want. Whatever comes to your mind. Top 3 things. Top 3 things.
All right. So she's gotta be humble.
Love that.
Right. I'm big on family. Like just family.
Family
it doesn't have to
oriented.
be like immediate family, but like having parties with your uncles, your
I like to
tios,
be
even
involved.
though uncles and tios is the same thing.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, los primos,
Yeah.
all that.
You want them actively like
I don't.
with
I
their
mean,
family?
it's not a
necessity.
requisite, I guess, or a necessity, right, or a requirement, but definitely
Would play a
shows
big
who
part.
you are or how you grew up at the very least.
Yeah,
You're
that's
loving. I mean, to me, if you're family oriented, you're loving as a person.
Some people switch up though
No, that's
from the
a fact.
family oriented
No,
thing. Like,
that's
you know,
a
you
fact.
grow up family oriented and then life be happening a certain way, and then, you know, you get focused on just your business and your personal growth. Okay, you say that, but some
Family can switch up. Definitely.
Yes.
That's where you were
being
going.
family oriented, like there can be a woman or a man that is family oriented, but because of his or her past, they may have a different type of structure. They may carry
for
themselves
sure.
a different way, but they are behind closed doors, but they don't, like, you know, maybe show that. Or
No, that's a fact. That's also a fact. But, you know, first impressions are just that. Like, it's
Yeah.
the first impression that you get. So initially, you know, if it's someone who, I don't know, conversation arises and they're like, oh, I go to such and such place and meet up with my cousins every summer or something like that. Then you're like, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like they locked in with the
Right.
Okay.
I feel like it shows loyalty too. Like you,
Right.
certain people don't have kids and stuff like that, and but they're loyal to something. They're gonna be loyal for the most part. They're gonna be loyal as a partner. I feel
So
like
you're looking for like signs of loyalty.
for sure.
So what would you say now in total? What is your 3?
So
humble was
humble,
first,
loyalty,
family oriented.
and a fat ass. Nah.
Some butt patties.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You know what? Since you just mentioned that, someone had told us that girls actually do that.
Yeah.
We don't do that, so we don't know that world. I'm like, butt pads?
Maybe because we're from Florida, that's a lot of layers.
We already
That's
have
a lot of
We're trying to take off layers.
like dedication
That's
to
gonna be a
just
crazy
patting your
smell.
ass. Like
No.
no.
But what I was gonna say is I respect the fact that he didn't say that first. He said humble first. That means a lot, okay, ladies?
That means
Yeah.
he's humble.
So I have a question. I know a lot of ladies are wondering too. This is a question that goes from women to men and da. So my question is, how do you feel about a female? Basically, like, you know, we asked your 3 things. What are your 3 things? A woman tells you, I need you to be a provider. I need you to be able to do something for me in my life, providing wise. It may not just have to be financial, but just providing. How do you feel about females in this generation saying that they need a provider, or you gotta have money, or you have to be able to pay a bill or do something to take off of the woman's plate? What are your thoughts on that? Because a lot of females now, you know, and we know
we're in a different generation where it's like love doesn't just pay the bills. Like, what can you also do as a partnership? Like, is that being a gold digger if a girl is asking you, what can you provide as a man?
And we've never asked this question to a male. So
Exactly.
I want to know the inside of your brain right now with that
I got
question.
you. That's y'all would put me in the hot seat with that, for sure.
Hello.
But
you know where you came to.
I would say there's layers to that question because you actually said it. Y'all both said it actually while you asked me. Because you say you can provide not only financial, but I'm actually like an advocate for it in the sense that it shows that it's being serious, or it shows that I'm gonna give you my attention. I'm gonna give you everything to see if it works out, right? Financially, I don't have an issue at all. Like, I actually feel like it's something that I was raised Puerto Rican and all that good stuff, so. The male should be a provider for sure. This is traditional, right?
Yeah.
Traditional in a lot of senses. But initially, like, pushing for it is a red flag for me. Like pushing for it, yeah, like making it a requirement when I don't really know you. Like, I'm big on respect, so I need to And that's not something that you just say with your mouth. You gotta prove that.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely, once I see yes that obviously I want to continue this, then absolutely, I definitely understand that a man should be a provider for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Is that a lot to unpack?
No,
that was a great
that was perfect.
Yeah.
I just, yeah. No, I just want to know because, you know, us girls, like, we wonder on our own and talk about it. And it's like, do they think that that's too much? Like, us asking that? Is that too bold of us to say that? Because I know, like you said, oh, like in the beginning, if they're pushing or a requirement, why would it be a red flag if it's a requirement?
I just feel, go ahead.
If because every woman has a different background, you know? So if
their boundaries
and
if
standards.
A woman's require standards. That's the part. Does a woman's standard define them?
Yeah, like if
does
she's
that
like,
make them feel like a gold digger or whatever when they want a specific thing? Is that what it gives off to you? If someone is telling you,
I don't want you to pay all my bills, but can you at least help me with a light bill? Like, I'm a single mother. Hello.
I got you, but imagine as a dude, right? Texting for 24 hours, and that shit comes up. I am going to. I'm sorry, like
you're gonna
I'm
be
just
like,
keeping it 1,000 with this.
Yeah.
Bring out the
I'm
other
just saying
one.
when I mention like super early, like that is crazy work in my eyes.
Okay, I can agree with that in the first 24 hours.
I could see that too.
But in a week span, we need to know what's going on.
In a week span,
are you able to afford me? Is that? Tell me how you feel about that.
$100. Like I ran out of gas. Can you throw me 20? Like if you can't, you shouldn't be dating.
That is a fact.
As a man though, that's how we look at it.
I definitely condone that thinking for sure.
Yes.
But it's just I feel like it's not. You can say 1,000 words, right? And the issue is not gonna be the words. It's gonna be how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So you feel like, all right. Let's get to this. So you meet a girl. You know she's. Let's give a great example. A single mom and everything. You're feeling her. She's feeling you. What would you provide for her? Are you gonna go change her oil or her gas without her asking? Are you gonna take any steps to show any her providing
man
to make
the masculine energy?
Any masculine energy? Are you throwing out the trash? Are you making sure her tires are good? Are you making sure her gas is full? You can't have it all.
Is that too much to ask
You know,
for?
if you have a regular job, that's fine.
Right?
But if you want to, what will get you to that point that you will check on her gas tank and be like, let me check if she got a full tank of gas for the rest of the week for her. At least that. It doesn't matter if you're like spending mad cash, but what will get you to that point that you will even check someone's gas tank and be like, let me check if she's good?
I feel you, because you started this with a different timetable. That's what I'm trying to get to. Right? You started it by saying Shorty's feeling you and you're feeling Shorty. That's different. That means we're
mutual.
Here,
yeah. No, so you're feeling each other.
Absolutely.
But what would take you to that point without the woman
that you would be asking? Like, yo, I want to make sure Shorty's good. I want to make sure Shorty's good.
I just told y'all when we're feeling
the connection,
when we're feeling
the chemistry.
So
is it attraction?
That's when you will make sure that she is okay.
Absolutely. That's the only way I can tell who you are. I got to know who you are as well. This is investing. Everything's investing, right? Like you invest time. You invest.
Women are definitely.
What'd you say?
That women are definitely investments.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
And you gotta invest in your woman.
Absolutely.
You put the thing that a lot of men fail to realize, some of them, not all of them, is that once you put the woman on the pedestal, the highest pedestal, she will literally give you the world and more.
But I will
because the man, like a male, is the man is like giving her that, making sure she's good. So when a man does that to a woman, naturally her energy is just gonna be like, oh, I'm taking care of this. Everything. Pero
that's a fact. No, everything you said is a fact.
Right?
Women have the power to carry themselves as the pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody does.
We love that.
So also, because I do want to bring this up, you did state that when there's a connection, that's when you will do all of that providing and all of that. So when does it come to a time that you continue to talk to a girl and you don't feel that way, that you don't check it for gas tank, you don't give a fuck, honestly, what the fuck is going on. So why even